matchup here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
They go play action now. Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On second down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Shaw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Play action. Now Wilson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
2nd and 10.
Now Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's right. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
There's Wilson. Throw right side complete to Williams.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial. Make your choice. But right now,
touchdown Broncos! Greg Dulcich, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Done good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Stroud.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud sets up the play action.
And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They go play action with Wilson.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at the 35-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. But you look at this Bronco defense.
They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Third and 12.
Warriors 70. 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Panther 11. 79 Broncos. Street. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Stroud on 3rd down now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Now done for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Texans nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's a diving catch right side. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That one complete. It's tanked down.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hot 70, hot 70. Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
19 right. Check smash, check smash. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
Here's Stroud.
This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. The fair catch will move this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Play action. It's Wilson. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Wilson will throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Wilson. Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Stroud off the play fake.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fielded at about the 28. Almost out-kicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Now Stroud.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
18, 5 here. Trap 60.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline.
Let's go now. Smash, smash.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. Dragon 60.
Final play of the half. Stroud taking a shot for Dell here. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Pat Surtain, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
He sets to fire deep. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
19. 19 right. Check.
Stroud out of the gun here.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. The Texans send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he checks this one down to Williams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Play action. Now Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Grant Delpit picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after?
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. 42 yards.
And the Broncos add 6 to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Done good with the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Stroud to throw it.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Seven Pirates. Rig.
Play action. Stroud now.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here's Stroud. That is caught.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Stroud working out of the gun. Taking a shot for Dell here.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Stroud looking to throw.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Buffalo 18. Warriors 17.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
And 6 yards to go.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Now done for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Broncos 42, Texans 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Got his man, Dell.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there, against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now a toss here, short side. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Throwing now is Stroud.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
7 Pirates, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Okay, break.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Williams running left. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And he's got room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They need 12 here. It's third down.
Trap 60.
Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with the